We welcome our viewers worldwide to this January 31st edition of CNN 10. I'm Cral Azuz, and an act required by the U.S. Constitution played out in America last night. Our first topic today is the President's State of the Union address. The event as we know it is not spelled out in the U.S. founding document. It says the President, quote, shall from time to time give to the Congress information of the State of the Union and recommend to their consideration such measures as he shall judge necessary and expedient. That's from Article 2, Section 3 of the Constitution. The fact that it's done in person, the fact that it's done as a speech, the fact that it's done on television, the fact that there's an official response from the opposing political party, none of that's required by the Constitution. But it is tradition dating back decades. And so it continued last night when U.S. President Donald Trump entered the House of Representatives to give his first official State of the Union address. So what topics does he judge necessary and expedient for Congress?
Tonight, I call upon all of us to set aside our differences, to seek out common ground, and to summon the unity we need to deliver for the people. This is really the key. These are the people we were elected to serve. So let's begin tonight by recognizing that the state of our union is strong because our people are strong. Since the election, we have created 2.4 million new jobs, including 200,000 new jobs in manufacturing alone. Tremendous numbers. After years and years of wage stagnation, we are finally seeing rising wages. We have proposed new legislation that will fix our immigration laws and support our ICE and Border Patrol agents. My duty, and the sacred duty of every elected official in this chamber, is to defend Americans, to protect their safety, their families, their communities, and their right to the American dream. Because Americans are dreamers too. As part of our defense, we must modernize and rebuild our nuclear arsenal, hopefully never having to use it, but making it so strong and so powerful that it will deter any acts of aggression. In the past, we have foolishly released hundreds and hundreds of dangerous terrorists, only to meet them again on the battlefield. So today, I'm keeping another promise to re-examine our military detention policy and to keep open the detention facilities in Guantanamo Bay. As long as we are proud of who we are and what we are fighting for, there is nothing we cannot achieve. As long as we have confidence in our values, faith in our citizens, and trust in our God, we will never fail. Our families will thrive, our people will prosper, and our nation will forever be safe and strong and proud and mighty and free. Thank you, and God bless America.
Another State of the Union tradition is the opposing political party's response. The first televised one of those took place in 1966 after the State of the Union address by President Lyndon B. Johnson. He was a Democrat, and two Republicans, Senate Minority Leader Everett Dirksen and House Minority Leader Gerald Ford, recorded speeches that were shown after the president's address. And so that tradition continued last night. After the speech by the Republican president, a Democratic U.S. representative named Joe Kennedy from Massachusetts gave his party's response. He's the grandnephew of President John F. Kennedy, and he spoke from a high school in his state.
We see an economy that makes stocks soar, investor portfolios bulge, and corporate profits climb, but fails to give workers their fair share of the reward. A government that struggles to keep itself open. Russia, knee-deep in our democracy. An all-out war on environmental protection. A Justice Department rolling back civil rights by the day. Hatred and supremacy, proudly marching in our streets. It would be easy to dismiss this past year as chaos, and partisanship as politics. But it's far, far bigger than that. This administration isn't just targeting the laws that protect us. They're targeting the very idea that we are all worthy of protection. Ladies and gentlemen, have faith. Have faith. The state of our union is hopeful, resilient, and enduring. God bless you. God bless your families. And may God bless the United States of America.
10-second trivia. Which of these seasons typically coincides with fall and winter in the U.S.? Baseball season, hurricane season, flu season, or carnival season? The only one of these seasons that starts in the fall and continues through winter is the flu season. It's closed down schools in at least 12 states. It's set a record for the number of cases in New York State. It's the first time in 15 years that every state in the continental U.S. has reported widespread activity during the same week. And it's possible that the current flu season that's ravaging the country hasn't even peaked yet. Part of the reason is that this year's flu vaccine appears to be one of the least effective in recent years, though doctors say people should still get it because it might make the flu less severe. H3N2 is the specific strain of the virus that's making so many people sick. This strain usually causes higher rates of hospitalizations and deaths.
It's always scary when you hear of someone dying from something as common as the flu. There are 4 main ways the flu can turn deadly. The first and most common cause is pneumonia. The influenza virus can directly cause viral pneumonia. Once someone has the flu, it can weaken their immune system so much that another virus or bacteria can enter the lungs. Infected lungs fill with fluid, making it difficult to breathe, so oxygen can't get to the rest of the body, which can lead to death. Sepsis is the second way the flu can become lethal, especially in healthy younger adults and children. Sepsis occurs when a person's immune system goes into overdrive trying to fight the flu. This causes inflammation, which can lead to a cascade of symptoms that ultimately ends in organ failure. A third way the flu can kill is by increasing your risk of heart attack. Experts say an adult's risk of heart attack increases 6-fold in the 7 days following a flu diagnosis. The fourth way the flu can kill is by dehydration, particularly among infants and young children. The flu often causes vomiting and diarrhea, which can quickly become life-threatening if fluids aren't replaced in the body. So if you get the flu, when should you be worried? Some people have a higher risk for serious complications from the flu, including the elderly, children under the age of 5, pregnant women, and those with chronic health problems. If this is you, make sure you see a doctor. If you're a healthy older child or adult, watch out for sudden dizziness, severe persistent vomiting, difficulty breathing, pain or pressure in the chest or abdomen, and flu-like symptoms that improve then return with a fever or worse cough.
A horticulturist says the average humidity in a normal office is 30%. Average humidity here is 60%, and it kind of needs to be. What's known as the spheres is mostly an office space for Amazon employees. That's Amazon, the internet company, not the rainforest. Although by looking at this, it has 40,000 plants and 400 different species held together by millions of pounds of steel, concrete, and glass. A place where you could discuss career and plant growth, forage for new ideas, solve problems with good resin, see how many meetings you can jungle, call in tech support to survey ecosystems, bring in coworkers for a conference, make the tough decisions, and foster strong workplace habitats. Oh yeah, forest puns. They'll grow on you. I'm Cral Azuz, and that's CNN 10.